Alright traders, I want to show you an example of a bullish crab pattern that's set up on the 5-minute chart on the pound US dollar. This is a 4-hour chart that we're currently looking at, and first thing you want to do is identify your key higher time frame levels of support and resistance. Okay, so having a look at this upswing here, I want to take my Fibonacci tool and draw it from the very low up to the very high. Okay, straightforward. You can see prices retrace 38.50 as we went down. Have a look at what the actual market environment is doing. You can see we're making low highs, lower lows, and we've had a very aggressive move down. Okay, very strong move down. So the trend is strong overall on this 4-hour chart. And another thing I want to look at is possible areas of confluence or horizontal support resistance. Just drop your horizontal line down from the top and just work your way down. Okay, you can see the 62, there's absolutely nothing lining up with that in terms of support resistance. 70.7, you can see we've actually bounced off that area there, little bounce up. And if we move down, you see the 79 level, 78.6. We've got a horizontal price flip there, nice level. You can see resistance in here, resistance, spikes to resistance, holds a support, resistance, spikes down, support. And if you just look even a little bit lower, you see this little block in here, and last little bearish candle before price broke to the upside. Okay, so you've got a little zone. You can see 59.07 to 58.91. You could also look at other confluence areas. If you draw your fib tool from the high down to the low here, see price retrace to the 50.1618 coming in and around that level. Now it's not real tight confluence, but you know, understand this is a zone that I'm interested in to look for a possible buying opportunity. Obviously we do understand that we're in a nice downtrend, so you know, if we do get any sort of pattern setting up here, you don't want to be too aggressive and try and look for, you know, home runs, looking to reverse a trend like this. So this is the area right here that we're interested in, and if I just go down to a 5-minute chart, this is where this pattern actually set up on this particular day. So we're heading down nicely, and then price rallies. Okay, have a look at the nice move here in terms of size overall. See how it takes out these highs? Okay, it takes out this high and this high and this high. Nice impulsive move, nice buying pressure coming in here. This is that 70.7 level, by the way. We are eyeing out this area down here. Let me just get rid of this eclipse. So we're eyeing out this area for possible buying opportunity. And if we take our fib tool, we draw from the low up to the high. Okay, see our price is retraced just past that 62 level, and then it bounced. Once that happens, you want to start thinking of the possibility of either a Gartley or a crab pattern. Now the crab pattern, as I said, they've real extreme patterns in terms of looking for reversals in down or up trends. Okay, remember this is a 5-minute chart that we're looking at this pattern, so we're not expecting this to reverse this big downtrend. I'll show you how you can play these things in terms of getting little bounces. So there's the retracement. We can draw our fib tool from the high to the low. So if we labeled this pattern, you can see we have X, A, B, C. The Gartley would complete here at D, and the crab pattern's D point would be further down over here. Okay, now in terms of confluence, okay, 6 pips, 6-7 pips, but we're into that key area. So this is just a nice way of getting in or looking to enter at those higher time frame key areas of in this case support with pretty low risk. Okay, so if we have a look at stepping forward here, you see a massive spike down like that. Okay, blows right to all these levels. What you want to do, okay, if you haven't had your order in already, you want to place an order in to buy right here. Okay, so I'm just going to move this down. Haven't hit that 1618 level yet. It's missed it by like sort of 4 or 5 pips. Okay, and this is the thing with these crab patterns. They move, this last leg down from C to D can be very aggressive. You see this big move down like this, very aggressive move down, So you want to be, you know, pretty much ready to take a trade. So put a buy limit in, and we have 1.5899. I'm going to put a 1 pip above there. Okay. And if we look in terms of stop loss, let's see, about 15 pips and see where that puts us. Stop loss puts us just below this area here. We've got the 2.0 just below us. So we can look at placing our stop maybe just a little bit lower, 58.84. There's the 2.0 there. Let's just have a look, 15, 20 pips. And take it to about the 2.0. Let's try 20 pips stop. Well, there's a 1618, there's a 2618. We've obviously got a big move down here. 20 pips stop, and I'll leave this take profit open for now. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so we've just been fooled. As I said, with these patterns, you've got to be, you know, being prepared to take a trade against a very strong down move like this. Okay, so you could always look at even reducing your position size, maybe by half, if you're not comfortable trading with these. But this kind of this strong aggressive move down into your pattern is really what you're after. Okay, it really is what you're after in terms of price being exhausted. And there's a spike down, okay, down into that next key area. Just have a look at that 4-hour chart quickly. So very, very aggressive move. Okay, coming into this block. You see this little block here? Okay, so you want to see a reaction off this area here. Let's have a look at the hourly chart. So very aggressive move here. Okay, very much in a strong downtrend, and obviously we've just bought at this key area of support here again. Just move across here and see what that area looks like. See this big rejection here. Price really moved out of this area last time it was there. As I said, this, you know, these kind of trades may not suit everybody, but they can normally get very good trading opportunities. On this hourly chart, have a look at this area right here. You see this block we have? Okay, prices consolidate a little bit, and then we've had this big leg out. This area right here is where I would expect sellers to come back into the market. Okay, if this pattern is going to react on this 5-minute chart, that hourly order block there is likely to cap price. Okay, so we have a little bit of a bounce here, a little reaction of about 4 pips or so. Now remember, we want to manage this thing pretty tightly because we're going against a very strong downtrend. Okay, don't try and think this 5-minute pattern is going to reverse a big strong trend like that. Okay, so the first thing we want to see is price closing above this little range here. See how it taps this little block right here, comes back, retests. Once we start to release like this, okay, I want to start bringing my stop up on this. I'm going to bring a stop just below this low, 58.85. $58.85 is our new stop loss. In terms of take profit, I'm just going to, let me clear this off here so we can see what's going on in the higher time frames. So there's a little spike down on the 4-hour. Okay, we're still very, very strong. As I said, you don't want to hang around with these things when the trend is very strong like that. There's the hourly chart. We're getting a bit of a reaction off here, but a take profit coming in here, buyers coming in at this level. We've got this level here. Okay, we want to eye out very closely. And you see this block, that's definitely, even here you see the wicks. This area here is definitely something I want to watch, okay, and take some profits or take the whole position off there. So 59.47 I think is going to be the target. 59.47. Okay, it's still giving you a nice little, you know, over 2 to 1 on the trade. if it gets there. Okay, so just go back to the 5-minute chart, just watch how the price reacts, if it moves up there or not. See the price sort of stalling out. What we can do now is just move our stop up just below. You see it's hold here. We can move our stop just below this area right here. This is, what's the low there? 59.09. 59.09, and we're a couple of pips below that. Okay, so moving up nicely, we've broken through this area here, and you see we've closed above this area. That's a good sign for us. Slowing down, you see it's closed above this area now, holding as support. That's what we want to see. Okay. Looking for a little pop up now. We can move our stop just below this low here now. We are at 59.27. 25 will do. Okay, so we're protected now by this base. You see this area here, and obviously this hourly level we had. Just go back to the hourly chart. We have this area of support. It's closed above on the hourly chart, so we'd like to see this area hold us as support once again, and see if we, we're pretty close to that target now. But don't count the pips until they're in the bag. Okay, so price is now breaking down here. Okay, so you see our price hasn't quite hit the target, come right back on us. We've taken out, I'll show you the trade there, taken out for 26 pips, so just better than 1-to-1 on the trade. And I'll just step this up. As I said, you don't want to sort of hang around and give these things too much space when you against such a massive trend. Okay, I'll just step this forward and show you what happened here. Price actually did spike up into that level on the hourly chart. Eventually, see that level? Spikes into the block, and then look at the reaction you get off that block there. Okay, coming back to test that area of support. Okay, so that was the bullish crab pattern that's set up on the 5-minute chart. Here again, just understand the overall environment. Big downtrend. You don't want to be hanging around, for long. The target was eventually hit, but we got taken out with moving the stop up. So overall, nice little trade.